socially. It's good to, it may not be problematic to scroll the phone, but there's always the sort of it depends element, right? And so that I think is a good example of, um, if we are someone who has a weakness in sort of focused attention, the endlessly scrolling is probably not helping that. It's not allowing us an opportunity to practice the skill of focusing our attention and sustaining our focus. So that again is kind of one of those costs of doing the cost of scrolling. But overstimulation also more broadly is something that I often am trying to help educate folks on or talking to folks about, um, uh, uh, because of the potential kind of impact on behavior and quality of life. So someone who may be a little dysregulated or may be a little disinhibited, who is in an environment that is overstimulating, that is distracting, that is excessively loud, that person may not function as well as they would if things were a little bit more calm, or if they just, say it's time to take a break and, kind of have a few minutes of downtime, right? So I'm glad you mentioned that, because I that's a really good kind of point with many of these recommendations and things that we talk about.
So
Yeah,
I'm
question.
I get overstimulated very easily. I went to my caregiver passed away, and I went
Oh,
to
I'm
his
sorry to hear that.
memorial, and someone had on a mink coat, and that triggered me. I like
What?
had to
Mm,
touch it,
A
It's like
what?
yeah.
What kind of
and
coat?
a mink coat.
Mink. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and now my doctor wants me to go into assisted living. I'm just afraid of being around all those people
Mm.
because I'm just not a people person. And I just think I'll get overstimulated. So how do I tell somebody back off or whatever?
You know, I think that that is uh, that's a hard thing. I imagine for most folks to kind of in the moment to set that boundary, to be
Yeah.
willing and able to say, I need space right now. I need my time. But I think that, whatever it may depend on the scenario, or it may depend on the person, right? If it's someone that you're really close to, you might feel more comfortable saying, I
Yeah.
just need, I just need, I need 10 minutes of just to sit and recuperate, right? But if you're at a party and you've just met someone and you don't want to just get into your whole history and everything like that, it may be a matter of coming up with, if you're um, maybe coming up with kind of a like a stock phrase that you can say, I'm really enjoying this conversation, but excuse me for just a minute. I
Yeah.
need to check on, or I need to make a call, or step outside, right? So I think there's
Dana,
ways that you can.
you're like the rest of us. You had a brain tumor.
Yeah.
Use it.
I know. What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
I've been using it for 15 years. It
Oh,
works.
oh wow, 15. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't yet learned how to use it yet. Maybe that's the problem.
one of the I worked in an inpatient rehabilitation setting before getting into private practice, and we would help people practice those kinds of phrases, and
Mhm.
there is a way to sort of deliver that, like, hey, I have a brain tumor and I get really easily overstimulated, so
Oh,
can we pick this up in 15 minutes
Yeah.
so I can take a
yeah.
break, or something like that. I think would be a very reasonable, something that a reasonable person would say, oh my goodness, yes, absolutely, like, come find me later. um and but again, it's kind of a comfort level, right? I think it
Mm,
probably takes practice to
yeah.
get okay with saying that, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
So I had a question for you. I had several of these tests in the past, and I
None of
started.
them. Sorry.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Tom. Make your comment.
No,
I said none of them worked.
no, we're going to mute Tom. So Rich can continue. Go ahead, Rich. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yes, no problem.
So I'm just trying to understand the differences between severe cognitive damage or problems to mild. What does that mean, and what are the